Hello there, year ones. It's Fabulous Friday. I hope you've got a fantastic weekend ahead of you. But before that, we've got a little bit of work to do in our English today. So we're still carrying on with our gingerbread man sequence. I hope you've got your learning partner with you and all the resources that you need for today. When you've got that, we can begin. I thought that through this week I have seen some fantastic learning, both from your friends in school and from some of your friends who've been sending in their work. Okay, that is why I thought, you know what, our year ones are up for a grammar challenge, a verb challenge. It will be verbtastic, I absolutely know that. So if you're feeling ready, I'm ready too. So let's see what this challenge is all about. Here we are. I have got a list of verbs from the story. Now, all I want you to do is have a go at changing these verbs into the past tense. You're right. For the past tense so far, we've learned that you add the ed suffix, but it is not necessarily the case for these verbs. Okay, that some of these verbs have a different way of being changed into the past tense. So pause the video here, have a discussion with your learning partner at home, and when you're back, we will unpick what happens to these cheeky little verbs. Okay, see you shortly. Hello there, year ones. I hope you've had a good discussion, a good conversation about what happens to these verbs when you change them into the past tense. Now, I've got these verbs in front of me, and I remember from my learning that you just add the ed suffix. So let's have a go at doing that. I've got the verb here which says run, and just turn this down slightly. I've got the verb run. Now I'm going to go okay. I've added the ed suffix. That doesn't really look right to me. I don't say run. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Now, in this case, year ones, we don't really use the ed suffix. What we do is change the verb to ran. So run doesn't become ruined or runned. It changes into ran. Let's have a go at looking at what happens to this verb, catch. Catch does not become, let's have a look. Let's have a try at adding the ed suffix. Catched. Catched. That doesn't really sound right, although it does sound like a word. You know, I can read it, I can sound talk it, but grammatically it is incorrect. What happens to catch in the past tense is it turns into this little word, caught. Now, some of you would not have learned this quad here, and quad is 4 letters making one phoneme, 4 graphemes making one phoneme. So it changes into caught. So we don't say catched, we say caught. So can you say that again? Run becomes ran, catch becomes caught. Let's have a go at this one. We've got the verb bake. Bake. I'm going to have a go at changing that by adding the ed suffix. There we go, Mrs. Sweeney. I've done that. Baked. That sounds like baked to me. Oh, a bit confused now. I've added the ed suffix. Oh, shall we see what happens to this verb? Bake becomes baked. We do not need to add an extra e, okay? We just use the verb as it is and then just add the d at the end, because otherwise it just sounds like a silly word, like a nonsense word. Baked. We don't say baked. So words that have the e at the end just sums up into the ed suffix. You just add the d to make it a past tense verb. Okay, so you just get rid of the e at the beginning of the ed suffix and just tag along to the e that's already there. The same goes for this one, because it's got tumble, has got the e at the end. So we don't say tumbleed, we just say tumbled, and you add the e. You just skip a little e at the top and you just go So we don't need to have this e. You just skip it off and you just tag on the d to the end of the word. I hope I've explained that okay. So these are we don't say these at all. We don't say tumbleed, we don't say bakied, we don't say catched, and we don't say ruined or runned. This is the way these words change into the past tense. Now today's task for you is to use one of these past tense verbs into a sentence. So you can pause the video here, make a note of these, and you are going to write your sentence. You've got your sentence writing checklist, you've got your writer's chant, and you may begin. Now I'm going to write a sentence using my sentence writing checklist, and I'm going to think about it first. I'm going to use the verb. What am I going to use? I want to use ran in the past tense. So I'm going to say, think it, I'm going to say it out loud. The gingerbread man ran really fast. Okay? Or, I'm going to make that different actually. I'm going to say the gingerbread man ran quickly. Okay? Changed it into my past tense. Run becomes ran. There we go. So the, capital letter there, finger space, gingerbread, finger space, finger space, run becomes ran, not runned. Ran, e, full e, full e, full stop. Now, if you remember, I said your sentences need to be phonetically plausible, but I also know that quickly ends with a Y. So if you want to use the correct spelling for it, that is absolutely fine. If you have used the E digraph, that is also absolutely fine. So you choose one of these verbs here: ran, caught, baked, tumbled, and put them into a past tense sentence. Okay, that is your task for today, and that brings us to the end of this week. Children, you have been fantastic. We have missed you loads in school. I hope you are all staying safe and being sensible for your mummies and daddies at home. Lots and lots of love for the weekend. I will see you back again on Monday. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.